Willem, hi. Hi, Zaka. Hi, my ex-husband. Hi, father of my daughter. Hi, my monster. I finally overcame my fears. There is no more of Victoria you used to know left inside of me. It's all gone. Now I can face you, and I want to talk to you. My daughter is going through what I went through with you being your wife. And as a wife, I could divorce you. My daughter cannot divorce you. Remember when you asked me to swear to stay with you forever? And if we have afterlife, I'll belong to you in that life too? I used to believe in Willem. I used to think that there is no life outside of our marriage. The life with you is like a tunnel. You cannot take left or right. It just has to go straight towards your death. I could not end the marriage. I didn't know how I was manipulated to think that way, even though I didn't love you. I thought that I have to stay with you. The same with Ori. She just thinks she has to stay with you. This is what manipulators do. They know how to make you believe there is no life without Willem. There is no life without Dada. Do you know what happened to me the day after you were arrested and escorted out of my house? I woke up that morning feeling like I had a new life. I was born again. I was born again. I had a biggest gift in my life, to have a life after you. I want you to listen to me, and I know you're going to listen to me. You took in control of my will, even though I didn't realize that. I remember before we were married, my grandfather was sick. And one day I told you I'm going to see him because he's in the hospital and he's dying. Zuba, 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 Zuba. Ndo, Zuba, Ndo. What did you tell me? You told me I can't leave because we are one body. Like you can't have one hand, one leg flying to Russia. And I missed my grandfather's funeral. My grandfather died without me. You made me think that we are one person. That was your religion. If somebody lives with you, that means he belongs to you. When my grandmother was sick and she was in the hospital and you were told that she's not going to live through this weekend, you said, oh, they always say that. They always say, but guess what? She'll survive. We just have to go and spend the weekend on my friend's, not even a best friend, just a friend's wedding. I was like, I don't want to go to the wedding. My grandma is in the hospital and she is dying. She said, no, you have to go with me. You have to go. And I followed you. Yeah, so I was an adult. And I followed you against my will. When we came back, when we rushed back, she was dead. I missed my second grandparent death because of you. You possessed Ori. Not because you love her, because this is how you treat people who love you, or who are close to you, or who are your family. You don't know how to let people go. This is your problem. Love is control. Love is a lot of control. And right here I have something from my diary from 2010. Yep, I have a diary. I'm going to read it in Russian and then translate. Мама хочет, чтобы Дада уехал. This is what you say to Ori. Mom wants me to leave. Мама больше Даду не любит. Подушки залиты слезами. Mom doesn't love Daddy anymore. All the pillows are wet from tears. Ори лежит на нем сверху, как бы укрывая от пуль. Ori is lying on top of him, like covering his body from like a bulletproof jacket. Мама, почему ты больше не любишь папу? Почему ты хочешь, чтобы он уезжал? Ведь он тебя любит. Я не хочу, чтобы он уезжал. Не говори ему больше, что ты его любишь. Видишь, он плачет. Скажи, что любишь. Разреши остаться. Why don't you love Daddy? Why do you want him to leave? He loves you. I don't want him to go. Tell him. That was just a manipulation. You used Ori to make me let you stay in the house. And after you used Ori to let you stay in the house, the therapy began. You started raping me every day. I remember at 4 o'clock in the morning, you would say, Victoria, just 4 o'clock in the morning. You still can go more. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 a.m. maybe you would let me go to sleep. I was raped hour after hour. Sometimes starting from 6 p.m. Sometimes it was 4 p.m. You would come back from work early, not like always like 7, 8, 9, 10. You would come back sometimes at 4. And you didn't care if it was a daylight. I had to do my things with you in the bathroom or in front of Ori if I wouldn't go to the bathroom. It just had to happen. You always had erection and you followed me, and I had to be submissive. You took pictures, you took videos, you keep them on your records. You told me you keep them in a disk in the bank. 2,000 pictures. They all came from the moment you said, Ori, tell dad, tell mom, I don't want to go, I love her, let me stay. That's what happened after I let you stay. Дома кромешный ад. Ребенок страшно обеспокоен. Душевное состояние мужа находится на грани срыва. There's like hell in the house. Мама меня ненавидит. My mother hates me. The child is distraught. I worry about my husband's mental stage. Я ложусь рядом. Виллэм, пожалуйста, не плачь. Я сделаю все, чтобы ты только не плакал. Я попытаюсь, слышишь? Я постараюсь. This way you made me agree to the first. That was the only time I agreed to sex. When I said, I'm gonna lie down with you and please don't cry. I'll do whatever it takes for you to stop crying. I will try to do my best. I will try. That was the only time when I said yes. After that, I never said yes. Now it's what you told me directly to my face. It was 2010. Мне надоело быть хорошим мальчиком. Если ты мне сделаешь больно, я сделаю больно и тебе. Я превращу твою и Орину жизнь в ад. Я отвечаю, Виллэм, не смеши меня, при чем тут Ори? Она же ребенок. Зачем ей расплачиваться за наши с тобой отношения? Твой ответ, нет уж, если я буду страдать, пусть страдают все. This is what exactly happening right now. I'm tired of being a good boy. If you hurt me, I will hurt you and Ori. I'll turn your life and Ori's life into hell. Willem, it's not funny. Why Ori? She's a child. Why would she pay for my mistakes? You say, if I suffer, then everybody should suffer with me. I used to be scared of you, Willem. You put me down in so many ways. You humiliated me. You made me feel like I'm dumb Russian. My jokes are dumb. I'm not that smart. You told me that my entire Russian family is not as smart as you as a single person. You, Willem, learn is smarter than entire Russian family, like including my mom, my grandma, my grandpa, and me. You made me quit my job. I had 30 students in Tennessee, 30 students in New York, and then you said, husband's home, you have to be home. I was like, I can't be home at 4 or 5. Your schedule is flexible. I never know when you're home. I was like, exactly. That means you should be prepared. Wife should be home when the husband is home. That's it. So when you left, you took all the money from the bank account when I went to pay for groceries, to buy food for our table. I had like $16 in the account. That was control. Before you left, you told me after infidelity, you're going to take my child, because this is what court does. Since I was unfaithful to you, you get full custody. You'll get Ori. I'll have nothing. I'll have no child, no life, miserable life, and I'll be begging on my knees to be forgiven. And I was terrified. I didn't want to lose my daughter, so I stayed with you day after day, day after day. It was the horrible, horrible nights and days. Lots of guilt, lot of crying. You saw it. You saw there was no love between us, no agreement between us. I hated you, and you still went on and on me. Every day, every night, you brought me some clothing. You made me put it on you, on myself. You became a monster. You changed completely from the person I knew to the person who was so vindictive towards me. You would shake me, say, Victoria, do you remember that you love me? Do you remember? You swore. Look at the pictures from 10 years ago. You swore to be with me. You have to stay with me. Now, after what you have done, you have to stay with me. And you used Ori to make me stay with you. You can change any situation, even when people are completely ready to get rid of you. You're still able to change it around to make them believe there is no exit. There is no way out. You're good about convincing people. Ori told me, if you have an atheist in front of you, and you are atheist too, but you can make this person in front of you believe in any God, like Allah, Jesus Christ, God of Sun, you're good. You can sell snow to a Bostonian person who has snow outside of a house. You convinced me, an adult, to stay with you without me even loving you. You convinced the judge that I am not trustworthy. You convince Ori to say those horrible things in court. Willem, you are a horrible man, and what's above it, you are a horrible citizen of America. You are a citizen of America, and you swore to say the truth. You lied to your country. I am an honorable American citizen. I came to this country and I brought good to this country. I brought my education. I brought my health. I gave birth to 2 children in this country. I pay my taxes every year. I'm an honorable woman. The only guilt I had, the only sin I had, that was the fact that I wanted to leave you. That's the only thing I had against your religion. Your wife cannot leave you. That's the only thing you can hate me for. You knew that I want to leave you before infidelity. You knew that I did not love you. I did not want to, have a sexual relationship with you. It was all over. We were just like friends. And you insisted on continuing the marriage. When I asked out, you should have let me out. But you kept me, like you keep an Ori. Somehow you find the words to convince people to do what you want me to do, because they're weaker than you. I was weaker. You knew I was weak. I listened to my mom all the time. I listened to my mom until like a few years ago. Ori is like me. So you have 2 people, 2 Razumova, who listen to you, who do shit for you. But it doesn't mean that we don't wake up one day. Things you make me do and things you make Ori do will make us stronger. One day, you will face Ori like you face me right now. And you have no family. Your country will despise you. You spend entire life fighting with your demons. You did not create your successful life yet like you could have. You could have had a successful life with your career and K Jewelers. No, you stayed committed to your fatherhood things. But the thing is, you don't spend any time with Ori. She has no life. She just stays home. She just does dishes. You guys don't travel. You guys don't do any intellectual stuff. You don't do any sport. She's spending entire summer with your family, means she's just sitting watching the dogs, 40 dogs, or in the farm. She's not doing piano, she's not doing sports, she's not doing tennis, she's not doing anything. She just goes to school, and the school is pathetic. It creates 50% people who do not go to college. So that means it's very slim chances for her to succeed after finishing summer high school. That's okay with you because you never succeeded. You never finished any school colleges, so that's okay. You don't have a BA, so Ori might as well not have a BA. But guess what? I finished my BA. I finished my master's, and I was about to continue with my PhD when you made me stop. You said, Victoria, if you want to go to school, I want to go to school too. Guess what? Then you have to support me, because if I go to school, who's going to work? So you have to choose. Either I work and support all of us, and you quit, or you can stay in school. I go to school too, so who's going to pay the bills? You're a control freak. I have another piece of diary I want to share with you. Самое интересное началось, когда Виллэм узнал про роман. Там про маму мою речь. Там она уже активно начала выдвигать свою роль вперед, как правой руки Виллэма, хозяйки в доме и шпионки за мной. За моей спиной эти оба объединились, и за мной начались настоящие охоты. День за днем, ночь за ночью оба следили и перекидывались десятками смс-ок. Виктория пошла туда-то, разговаривала с тем-то, позвонила, написала такое-то время. Виллэм, проверь. The most interesting thing happened when Willem found out about my affair. And then my mother decided to move her part of the family forward. She became Willem's right hand. She became a master in the house, like master, like what is it, female master in the house. They both spied on me. They united behind my back and began huge hunting on me day after day, night after night. They both followed me, exchanged messages, like dozens of messages every day, where Victoria went, who she spoke to, who she called, what time she sent a message. Виллэм, check. Мама начала слушаться только моего мужа. Мне она просто не внимала. Для того, чтобы добиться от нее хоть что-нибудь, чтобы она накормила Ори, или того, чтобы брала дома, или что-нибудь еще более элементарно, мне приходилось обращаться к Виллэму. Он звонил маме и просил ее сделать то, что мне от нее требовалось, и тогда она делала это безропотно. My mom listened to only Willem. She never listened to me. Every time I needed her to feed Ori or clean the house or do something very simple, I had to talk to Willem, and then Willem would give her instructions, and then my mom would do instructions without any hesitation. So basically, my mom and you are the same kind of people, manipulators. And Ori and I are the victims. I do not know. Maybe Ori is learning her lesson through you, and she's learning how to be a manipulator, because a lot of times I catch her doing something to hurt my feelings, like the situation happened a couple days ago. So maybe she's 50% you, 50% me. She is the victim and she is a monster. But this video is about us, Villэm. I want you to meet with me, and I want to face you and tell you about the horror I went through. I want to tell you face to face that I hate you. I hate you for the end of our marriage, for what you've done to me, to my heart, to my soul in the last 2 months of marriage. And I hate the fact that you never let me go. You never let go of your thoughts about me. So your